Hello guys, this is Mauro from ImprimFotech.com, and on this video I want to show you a quick tour of the Windows 10 build 10 565, which is the newly released preview for Windows Insiders and part of the Threshold 2 update that should come out later in November if plans don't change. And there's quite a few changes since the last preview and also since the last leak of the operating system that we had seen. So let's get right into the new changes. One of the first things you're going to notice is when you open File Explorer, now you will see that the title bar has a darker color that now matches the theme current colors that you're using on your system, even the wallpaper. And now we'll see the fonts and titles, and the font and the title, it's color white, which before was black, and you will see that throughout desktops, apps, and the and File Explorer. All right, so let's move along. Now we also see that there is a new icon for your USB device right there. Now Microsoft has changed that icon as well. And if we're talking about the icons, now there is also, I don't know if you can see right here, there's a new icon for the registry on Windows, which also it's new. There are also some changes on icons, as you can see on devices and printer. Now when we go there, we also see some different icons as well. And even I think that was the keyboard and mouse also, they have new icons as well. So it's nice that Microsoft is now actually updating more and more the icons. I can just wait the day until we don't see anymore all icons on the operating system. Another thing you can do now is you can pin your contacts to the start menu. I'm not gonna do that here, but you can actually go to contacts and just right click and click the pin button, and you're gonna be able to pin in those contacts on the start menu. Another change that's going on, it's on the start menu. Now when you right click, you will see a new updated context menu, and now you will see an icon on the side. And when we go to resize, for example, we will see a different icons and the current side that is being selected. Now we can also go to more and get different options that you can use. Also, the same menus extends to the apps pane on the left side. You'll see the same kind of menu. Also, when you go to the File Explorer, when you click the jump list, you will see now the updated menu. So if we go to more, we got some options, but they currently don't work. Let me see if I can click that. Let me see. It seems that it's not working. Oh, there you go. It is working. So at least you can click those options and go to different parts of the operating system. All right. So another thing I wanted to show you really quick is that Microsoft is adding some changes on Cortana. Now when we launch the assistant, if we go to reminders, we can actually use your stylus and write the reminder you want. So basically what Cortana does right now, it can actually recognize your handwriting, and I can show you right now because my computer, the one that I'm using for this video, doesn't have a touch screen. But let me show you really quick an image. Actually, I had it right here. So when you open Cortana, you'll be able to write on the canvas, and she will be able to recognize your handwriting and create a reminder based on your handwriting, on your message. Alright, so that's what's going on Cortana. Before I forget, there is one more thing that we can do, and that's going to settings. And now we also have two more options: the missed call notifications and device search history. The missed call notifications, it's a good option that you can turn on, and it's enabled by default. That would allow Cortana to tell you in the computer that you got a missed call, but you also have to have your Windows Phone set up to connect to with this feature. There is also a device search history, which basically, if you turn it on, it will improve the search results on the device where the uh, this option is enabled, which is really nice that we see these improvements on Cortana. All right, so there's quite more things that I want to talk about, so let's move along. Another thing that I wanted to share with you guys is that I don't know if you remember, but in past bill, I think it was on the 10.5.47, we started to see new icons for the Windows apps that were more colorful, but it seems that Microsoft is going back to the white color theme, just the minimalistic icons for the apps, which I like them better. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments. But that's another thing that's changing on this bill. Also, when you I think there was some issues with the Windows Store, so now apps will actually update automatically on this bill. And there was an issue on the Groove Music app, which will not play sound while minimized, but now that's fixed, so that should work as expected. All right, let's move to the settings, because in settings there is quite a few changes. As you have seen, now there is a new splash when opening settings that matches the color theme of your that matches the colors on your theme that you currently set on your system. Now, if we go to system, we're going to see that now we can actually change the DPI settings, and the changes will apply automatically, as you can see right there. And then let me see if I can just go back. And as you saw, like, we don't need to click applied anymore, so we can just slide the slider, and it will change the settings automatically. This is this kind of the kind of thing we've been seeing on mobile devices. We've seen a lot of on Android, but it seems that Microsoft is moving away from the OK and apply buttons, and that's good to see. But right now it seems that it's just for testing. Not all the settings will save automatically. For example, like if we go to the advanced display settings, and if we change the resolution, we still need to click the apply button, which I'm not gonna do because I don't have to do that right now. So there is other changes going on in storage. Now we're able to install new apps on an external drive, and when we change this setting, we just click applied, and any new app that we want to install from the store will automatically install on the external drive. So that's good to know. That's good to have that feature. This feature was on the works, and we used to see this entry on previous version of Windows, but that was grayed out. But now it seems that Microsoft resolved the issues that I might have had with this feature, but now it's working, so that's good to know. Now, if we go to the offline maps, we can actually set the default location to save the offline maps. But as you can see right now, I have a USB plugged in, and I'm not able to choose a location, but that seems a feature that will be coming later on Windows 10. Also, if we go to the to About, we're going to see that now we have the Windows 10 logo, something that we didn't have before. We used to see that just on the system properties, but now it's coming to the system settings. Alright, so let's move to to devices. And devices, now Microsoft is including a new printer feature that will basically, if you turn it on, it will set the default printer the with the printer you use last. So so if you like the default uh, the default configuration, how it used to work with the default printers, you can always turn this off. But if you turn it on, which is on by default on the inside build, when you turn it on, the default printer will be the last one you use, which is I've seen the same option on Firefox, and it seems to work for a lot of people. So let's see how that works. So that's another change that Microsoft is adding. So now let's go back, and now there is a new change, some changes on the on accounts. When we go to accounts, we actually have now two sections. And basically what you can do right here on email, calendar, and contacts, you can add different accounts from different services. And when you open an app that supports these kind of accounts, you will see populating all your email, contacts, and calendar on those apps, mainly on the mail app. So you don't have to actually go to mail settings and add the account there. You can add them mainly on your account. There is also a new section. This has been renamed, and now it's called accounts you use with other apps. You can actually add different accounts as well. So now let's go back, and there's some changes also on privacy. When we go to privacy, let me see. Actually, no, there's no changes on privacy. Sorry about that. But there is some changes on update and security. Now when we go to Windows Update, we go to Advanced option. You'll see that Microsoft has changed the drop-down menu to choose the flight that you want to use to get you inside of builds within a slider instead of drop-down. Right now I have it on fast, so like if you want to get the latest build, you need to have it on fast. So you can always change that to slow, but sliding, and leave it fast. I'm gonna leave it fast. That's what I like to have all the latest features of Windows 10, and I want to test them. So now we go back. So that's pretty much sorry, almost forgot. There is also important changes on update and security as well that I almost skipped. Now when we go to activation, everything pretty much remains the same, but you will see now that you can see your product key status. If you upgraded to Windows 10 from Windows 7 and Windows 8.1, you will get the digital entitlement status. And if you, for some reason, Windows is not activating, you can actually click the change product key, and you can use your Windows 7, Windows 8, or Windows 8.1 key to activate Windows 10. Another big change that is going on in activation is that Microsoft is now allowing users to make a clean install of Windows 10 without having previously upgrade to Windows 10. And so this means that it will be less stressful and less process intensive moving to Windows 10. So now if you have Windows 7, Windows 8, or Windows 8.1 machine, you can simply skip the upgrade to convert your product key into a Windows 10 product key, and basically just boot up your computer with installation media, and just type your Windows 7, 8, or 8.1 product key, and you'll be able to get through the installation setup. And then when it connects, when the operating system connects online, Microsoft will be able to verify that you use a previously activated product key from that particular machine, and it will activate Windows. If that doesn't activate, and you know you qualify for the free upgrade, you can come to the activation section, click the change product key, and try to enter your product key once again. If none of this works, but you for sure know that they're supposed to work, you can always call Microsoft to get that sorted out. Alright, so that's really nice, because a lot of people in the past, when Windows 10 just when it released, it was a lot of confusion and a lot of people skipped the upgrade, and when they install Windows 10 they couldn't activate because they actually needed a Windows 10 product key. So and the only way to fix that was having to go back to the previous version of the operating system, then do the upgrade, and then do a clean install of Windows 10. So it's nice that Microsoft is changing the rules and making it easier. Another change we're going to see is that there's a new Find My Device. Let me see if I can get this one working. There you go. It's not working really well, and I have already set this up and it's not showing up in my Microsoft account, but basically this is a feature that you will also find on your phone, and it's called Find My Device, which basically you will give permission to Microsoft to save your location, your GPS location, throughout the day. Whatever you move, the location will be saved in your Microsoft account online. So if you lose your device, or got stolen and it happened, the device went online, you will be able to see where the device was. You were able to see the last known location for the device, and of course hopefully you'll be able to find your computer that way. So that's really nice that this feature is coming. It's not working really well, at least for me on this build, but hopefully it will work when Microsoft releases the final update for everybody. Alright, so finally there is on settings, there is for developer section, nothing is new, nothing has changed, but Microsoft it's only adding some description so developers know how to really use this section of the that gives developers the ability to install apps on development mode. So that's pretty much what's going on the settings, which there's quite a few changes and we haven't seen before as well. So now let me show you there is a few new apps on Windows 10. We're going to see now on apps. Let me just go to S, and now we have the Sway app, which is like a storytelling app which you can easily create presentations, reports, and send it to people, to different co-workers or friends, and just create and send it really quick. This is pretty much powered by the cloud, and that's now comes bundled with the operating system. Mainly on build 10.565, we're going to see now there is a messaging, a Skype video, and phone app. So these three combined are what will make the Skype integration onto Windows 10. So now we have the messaging app. We click on that, opens it up. It's pretty basic. You can it actually works. You can click the plus sign and add your contact, and you can write your message, and you can also do other things. Let me see if I can get this working right here. This button right here, you can click that and send photos, video. You can open the camera. You can actually share your location, contact. You can actually send a voice note or ringtone, which I still don't know what that option is relevant, but it's there. You can actually use emojis on this build, and let me see if I can show you really quick. Now we can, like, if we select the person you want to send it to, The message, you can click the emoji, and you have a lot of them that you can send, and that's supposed to work right now. It crashes a lot and doesn't work really well, but we're expecting to see new changes coming up on latest build. And as you can see now, we're also going to see the title bar is also has the same as the file explorer, so it's kind of matches. Let me see if you can see right there that it's kind of, they look the same now. So now the two environments looks pretty much alike, so that's really nice to see. Now there is also a phone app, and hopefully on the future you'll be able to make like calls and everything that you can do in your phone as well regarding calls. And there's also the Skype video, which is the same as the messaging app. I'm gonna show you this one really quick, and you will see that the camera starts out automatically, and you can actually just click and call any one of your contacts. You can add your contacts, and it's pretty basic, nothing great right now. And yes, you have some settings options that you can change, but nothing major. This is just an early preview for all these apps, and we're waiting to see more changes on the future. Alright, so finally, let me close this app so I can get more resources on the system. Finally, we also have new changes on Microsoft Edge, the default web browser for Windows 10. Now when you have multiple apps, you can actually get a thumbnail preview of the actual website. As you can see, I'm getting a black preview, but let me see if I go to a different website. Let's go to CNN. Let's go back. It's still populating, it's still going. Well, apparently it's not working really well right now, but there you go. That's a thumbnail right there of how that works. Extension is not yet supported on this build, but as you can see now, if you have multiple tabs open, it will be much easier to identify where you need to go next without having to jump to other web page and stay on your current website that you're reading. So that's really nice to see that that's coming. There is also a new icon for the web notes, which actually you click here and you can just annotate a web page and send it to anyone you want via social network or via email. Also, when you click the menus or the buttons, let me see, not that one, no, actually that one. But if you click right here, now you see an underline that we didn't see before. And now when we go to settings, we now see that we have the sync your content. So basically now your favorites and reading list items will sync throughout your devices, which that wasn't available before. It's disabled right now because I have that turned off for my sync settings, but you can actually click the settings link and just turn that on. I don't need to because I don't want to sync my test machine settings with my main computer, so I'm gonna leave that off. Also, if we go to also the favorite settings also have its own paint now, so you can import and enable to show the favorites on the favorite bar, and you can enable that right here. So if we before I move on, there is also a the version now is 23.10.565, and now if we go to the advanced settings, nothing much has changed, but you can actually now, if you need to change the search engine, you don't have a drop down menu anymore. You can click change and just change the default search engine. And I think that's pretty much it. There's also now, like, if you're a developer, you can right click, and when you inspect an element, the actual F12 tool will dock into the bottom, as you can see right now. And let me see what else. So that's pretty much it. That what's going on this build. Remember to like the video and leave a comment, and if there is any new changes, I'll make sure to make a video and let you know as soon as there are new things to inform you. And I hope this video was informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing.